Hello friends, this is Odds, I serve my mom, and today we're going to be talking about survivor perks. How many of them? All of them. We're going to be talking from the best to the worst, everything in between, explaining what the meta looks like and giving some examples of what meta builds look like at the end of the video. And we'll dedicate a little bit of time to each perk to explain what makes it unique and whether or not you might enjoy running it. Now, you can use timestamps to go to each individual perk that you might be interested in. If you're a beginner, this might be a bit overwhelming. I highly recommend instead that you check out this infographic that I'll link down below that has slightly simpler guidelines to get you started. You don't need to understand all of these perks as a survivor or as a killer to learn how to deal with them. So don't worry, it's not that brutal. You can start simple. But if you have a minute and you really want to know all about these perks, let's get to it. We won't go down into massive detail in the interest of time, but I'll tell you almost everything you need to know about every perk and hopefully justify their placement on this tier list. All right. So starting out with Adrenaline, which is one of the most ubiquitous and powerful perks in the game right now. A gimmicky hard mode perk. And you know what? I'm not going to complain because the developers themselves have acknowledged that this is a gimmicky, fun, hard mode type perk. So that's fine. That is the worst perk in the game. And we're not too upset. Now, we've talked about all the best perks in the game. Let's try to show some practical examples of what some meta builds could look like with them assembled in a more organic way. Let's not just talk about them one by one. Let's have a look. Right, so if I had to pick the most meta or the build that uses the most meta perks at once, it would look something like this.